All right, so welcome. We're going to start soon. So please get ready. I'm going to start in 1-2 minutes, guys. See you in 1 or 2 minutes. I'm going to disseminate and ask a few of our members and friends to come over to this very specific webinars embark to a great IoT project by using Hibiscus Sense, brought to you by MPC and Digital Productivity Nexus. And for those who live or can see us live streaming on the Facebook, welcome. And for those in the Zoom webinars, also welcome. We're going to start in 1 or 2 minutes. Please get ready. Awesome! Awesome. Thank you, MPC, for giving us the instructions. Welcome to the Go Big with Digital Webinars Embark, a great IoT project by using Hibiscus. We are now live on MPC HQ, FB, and Zoom. Alright, let's get started. Jom kita mulakan sekarang. Welcome, apa khabar semua? Selamat datang ke program MPC. We have a special speaker today to talk about the IoT. Pada yang baru masuk, type tepuk. At least you are with me. Welcome. So kita ada 𝗂𝗶𝗴𝗶 kita. Awesome, Mas Maniza, welcome. For those who got invited by me, please type juga clap TLP. Welcome guys, welcome. Saya kena check out dekat Facebook, ada orang ke tak ada orang. Welcome guys. Welcome Haiqal 𝗶𝗶𝗵𝗁. Lisa Northern welcome Situ Zainon, Ying Zhixiong, Cindy. Welcome Ahmad Shazwan, Swing Go, 𝗘𝗶𝗄𝗃, FSH, Peter, welcome Peter. Okay. Tolong share dekat saya daripada mana? You daripada mana? So where are you from? Location ataupun what business are you in? Daripada mana? Please give me at least some information. Where you are, where you come from. Or where do you live? So like for PJ. Awesome, Mas Marita, welcome. Tapah, daripada Tapah, orang Tapah, yo. Syahala, peace, yo. Welcome, selamat datang, welcome Jamon, welcome for those who been invited here. This special webinar brought to you by MPC, Digital Productivity Nexus, to enable you, to move you, alright, to help you step by step to increase productivity in your organizations. How many of you want to increase productivity in your organization and make lots of income? Make lots of revenue? Please type number 1. Please type number 1. Ramai-ramai kat sini yang nak sebenarnya increase productivity dan tambahkan income. Walaupun you sebelum ni kelang kabut ataupun company you kecil dan sebagainya. Doesn't matter. Alright, awesome. How many of you want to not only increase income, but you want to make more money in your business while you relax? While you relaxing, while you just no stress at all, because all the system already been implemented in your organization. Berapa ramai kat sini yang iaitu berminat untuk ialah bukan saja buat duit, bukan saja produktif meningkat, tapi juga santai pasal ada sistem dalam dia punya business. Type 2. Alright? Awesome. You are in the right place. Hari ni kita akan sama-sama learn, okay, untuk walk you through step by step bagaimana IoT untuk bantu you iaitu increase productivity dalam perniagaan. Alright, awesome. Alright, good job. I know there's a two group in this very particular session. One is non-business owner, and another one is a business owner. Doesn't matter. If you're non-business owner, you will discover step by step how to implement IoT using Hibiscus Sense to improve your productivity. And if you are a business owner, then you can have a very specific blueprint how to implement IoT using Hibiscus Sense. How many of you interested and how many of you can wait to discover and to learn a new thing today? Please type iaitu number 3. Please type 3. Nombor 3. Benda 3. Alright, thank you. Dan bagi tepukan. Saya nak tengok dekat siapa yang ada dekat sini yang di MPC Facebook. Alright, saya nampak berapa ramai ada di sini. Okay, nombor 3. Awesome. Dan untuk pengetahuan you, kenapa satu sudut, why this seminar different, totally different. It's not regular seminar macam you pernah follow sebelum ni. Alright, welcome 𝗂𝗏 Mahumdin. Daripada mana tu? Saya nampak di Facebook. Why this seminar is different? Because it's totally practical. It's from experience, people who already in industry itself, the industry player. So it's not theoretical. Maybe you can find it on the information. Let's say IoT dekat YouTube, okay, you find on YouTube. But information alone sebenarnya ialah doesn't create change, guys. Okay, information alone doesn't create. Apa yang create change? What we create change ialah you have very specific experienced person, you have a mentor, you have a people who's already done it, and you can follow step by step apa yang dia buat. Berapa ramai yang faham ini adalah penting. Alright, welcome. Rizwan kata tak trade ke bang? Jero ada buat job site? No, basically kalau nak tahu ialah saya still trading dalam financial market, so you boleh find ialah everyday kita ada. You tak update rasanya Rizwan. Dan number 2 ialah saya adalah merupakan for the past 1 decade I have privilege to be a president of Persatuan Usahawan Internet Malaysia, okay, di mana we help iaitu non-business owner to become business through iaitu utilizing or embrace or harness digital secara tak langsung ialah digital marketing to get more income or more revenue. Itu yang kita buat. So I'm still the president until now, then we're going to create lots of program coming soon, especially next year, sebab kita dah nampak iaitu banyak juga offline yang dah, banyak juga yang dulu online seperti kepada offline. So maksudnya I'm still obviously I'm a trader, pada sama juga investor, pada sama juga I love doing what I'm doing now. How many of you macam you walaupun you tahu you buat benda tu is as your passion, walaupun you tahu you buat benda tu is not nothing much make you money, tapi you still buat because of passion. Berapa ramai yang kat sini ialah ada passion, you know, so you boleh resonate dengan saya. You have passion, so you just do that thing because your passion is the way that rather than you focus macam okay, aku nak buat benda ni lah sebab semata-mata aku driven by monetary. So how many of you have passion dalam life you? So itu saya punya stand. Dan sama juga bila you ada passion, you ada skill set. Okay, bila you ada passion, you ada skill set which is you good buat apa yang you buat tu, dan you boleh monetize, then you get more money. Berapa ramai kat sini yang rasa sebenarnya dia ada passion, lepas tu dia bagus dalam tu dan dia boleh create monetize, dia boleh serve the world. It will be a good life for you. Berapa ramai yang nampak gitu? Type yes. Okay, so jadi satu sudut lah saya just take my stand here. Itu saya coming from daripada situ, guys. Alright? So sebab kita tak nak rasa ialah kerja sebagai bekerja, tapi kita nak buat kerja sebagai kita passion. Berapa ramai kat sini ialah buat kerja, dia rasa macam buat hobi je. Berapa ramai kat sini yang nak buat kerja ialah rasa ialah, oh aku rasa fulfill, aku rasa memang aku nak help other people through any platform, pada sama juga make money. Berapa ramai nak kat sini type saya. Alright, why I'm still, I'm rapidly asking you questions ialah, you need to understand ialah apa yang kita buat, pasal clarity akan create passion. Sama juga untuk hari ni, kita ada iaitu Embark to a great IoT project. Saya believe juga, saya dulu kan, just a little bit story. Bila saya, I had privilege tau. Saya ada keutamaan ataupun ada privilege lah. Saya ada sebab kerjasama dengan MPC dan sebagainya. So I did macam kita jumpa kita jumpa banyak orang yang dalam industri tau. So ada specialize in every field daripada so called saya nak kata Bitcoin sebenarnya. Iaitu blockchain teknologi, lepas tu pasal juga aerospace, dan juga kita ada juga daripada pelbagai mechanical dan sebagainya. So when I found out, bila saya jumpa satu perkataan kat depan, kalau you tengok TS Muhammad Arifin. So saya TS tu, saya dalam kepala saya mentang-mentang dekat pilihan raya, saya kata ini 𝗪𝗓 pula ni. So how many of you yang macam you resonate dengan pilihan raya, so you macam look everything as macam pilihan raya tu campaign. So saya kata, oh 𝗪𝗓 guys, 𝗪𝗓, kita punya 𝗪𝗓. So bila saya did some research, saya remind back, rupanya dia macam sama dengan IR dan sama juga macam TS, ialah di technical specialist. Somehow, betul correct me jika I was wrong. So itu yang saya learn. Okay, just a little bit cheesy punya jokes, tapi yeah, technologies, right? It's technologies, right? Jadi saya ingat TS, okay, this is 𝗪𝗓. Alright, so IoT. Saya diperkenalkan dengan IoT last 5-6 years, tak silap saya. Masa tu, iaitu apa yang kita buat adalah saya persatuan, obviously saya meeting dengan a lots of government agency, dan we had gone through dia panggil IR 4.0, di mana dalam IR 4.0 tu dia ada macam health mind punya index untuk indeks kebahagiaan, dan salah satunya ialah IoT. So IoT is a big thing, guys. IoT is big things. So IoT ni, saya sebenarnya apa benda IoT ni? IoT ni ialah Internet of Things, meaning that you fully connected. Nanti you akan belajar dengan dia punya pakar ataupun ahlinya. So jadi apa yang saya clear cut iaitu IoT really help a lot. So as simple as, kalau kita tengok, tolong betulkan saya juga, iaitu satu ialah IoT dekat rumah. Kita tahu ada smart home, let's say. Dan saya ada kawan saya dalam IoT, mana dia solvekan agriculture, dia tengok sensor berapa heat dan sebagainya. Dan ayam, peternakan ayam. Lagi saya ada kawan yang dalam apa lagi, satu ialah agriculture, ya betul ada, dan ayam, itu very speak, saya punya kawan lah. Dan peternakan ayam, okay, bukan ayam-ayam, bukan ayam. Dan saya juga ada satu juga ialah IoT juga melibatkan, saya rasa more than that. In fact, saya tak tahu, correct me I'm wrong, macam EV kategori IoT. So kita akan tanya dengan EV, electric vehicle, adalah kategori IoT tak, dengan ialah Cik Arifin ataupun technologies, iaitu Arifin untuk hari ni. So Abang Pin kita. So you akan learn macam mana IoT ni. Satu ialah, of course, obviously kita ada using Hibiscus and sense, tapi rasa berat macam mana dia apply dalam kehidupan harian kita. Okay, berapa ramai kat sini yang sebenarnya satu sudut, iaitu kalau you faham macam mana IoT berfungsi dan you boleh apply dalam hidup you, dan dia memudahkan you create more productivity, you bukan saja create more income, tapi you get more time, it will be a game changer ataupun impact dalam hidup you. Type 1. Alright, so thank you so much. So saya nak bagi tepukan untuk semua, bagi tepuk, tarik tepuk. Hari ni kita akan bersama dengan iaitu teknologi kita. Saya teringatlah satu lagu masa saya kecil-kecil, saya budak 80-an. So lagu kecil-kecil dia kata pakar IT, pakar ekonomi, jago sukan dan juga jutawan. So kita ada pakar IT hari ni. So kita ada pakar IT. So pakar IT kita ialah teknologis Muhammad Arifin bin Zulkifli, Managing Director, Internet of Things, itu System Architecture, Development and Solution and Training. Merupakan actually COP Certified Trainer, MBOT Professional Technologies, dan dia berada di di Shah Alam. Dan banyak job experience, 6 years working experience related to IoT, lama tu. Pada sama juga, dia juga ialah conduct lots of IoT training since 2000. Saya baca balik, saya miss out benda ni. Dia dah conduct lots of training sebenarnya, self-development, contest and technology, and the core values, dia punya core value ialah IoT, dan dia actively conduct IoT training since 2015, lebih kurang 2,000 iaitu peserta. Jadi you imagine dah conduct IoT training since 2015 dan jumpa 2,000 peserta. I believe dari segi maturity delivery, maturity dari segi content, majority dari segi implementation, application dan result, iaitu dia akan bawa you the real thing, practical. So why this different dalam webinar untuk MPC ialah kerana dia adalah practical, dia bukan boleh cari kat YouTube dan sebagainya. This is where you meet the great people memang practitioner, industry player, dan juga ialah orang yang bawa result. Alright, berapa ramai yang rasa ialah orang yang bawa result pada dia, orang yang dah done it, dan bila you apply dia akan shortcut you punya time, shortcut you punya jimatkan you punya duit, dan of course jimat you punya resources. Alright, so jom kita mulakan tanpa lengahkan masa. Saya nak tukar skrin dan juga itu bawa iaitu kita punya speaker, kita distinguished speaker kita, iaitu Arifin. Alright, kita add spotlight. Welcome. Jago sukan, pakar IT. Welcome. Alright, boleh type Arifin guys, type Arifin. Bagi semangat sikit ataupun type TS. Type TS. Please type TS, saya nak tengok you chat. Awesome, Jelmon, awesome. Awesome, Mas Maniza. Awesome. Alright, tanpa lengahkan masa lagi, hand over to you, iaitu Cik Arifin, silakan. Dan jumpa masa ke masa. Kalau you ada soalan dan sebagainya, you boleh type dalam chat box ataupun dalam di Facebook komen, saya akan bacakan. Dan misalnya ada something juga, saya akan pop up nanti, saya akan juga masa ke masa saya akan tanya pada TS Arifin kita. Alright, silakan.
Okay, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dan selamat petang kepada semua yang turut serta dalam kita punya webinar pada petang ni, insyaAllah. Okay, saya harap semua berada dalam keadaan yang sihat sejahtera, selesa. Kat sebelah sana, saya tak nampak tuan-tuan dan puan-puan. Harapnya semua berada dalam keadaan sihat sejahtera dan selesa. Terima kasih kepada moderator kita yang sangat energetik, 𝗘𝗶𝗴𝗶𝗁. Sebenarnya kita pernah berjumpa juga dulu tuan. Saya ingat saya tahun bila tak ingat, tapi di makan malam.
Kita discuss. Kita been there. Dan masa tu you nak kahwin. You sudah preparing untuk kahwin. Cuma lepas kahwin ni totally you sangat-sangat tiba-tiba jadi handsome. I don't know why. Tapi mungkin itu impact kahwin lah. So bagi yang nak nampak lagi handsome dan sebagainya, cuba kahwin. Bagi yang belum kahwin lah. Tapi yang dah kahwin jangan tambah pula. Alright. Welcome. Saya still remember. Saya ingat malam tu kita duduk, kita sit down, lepas tu kita discuss. Masa tu baru lagi sangat IoT, you baru just started. Dan eventually I'm glad you are here. Dan saya pun macam privilege jugalah boleh nampak you punya growth. Dan itulah, kita nak anak muda ke arah yang lebih better dan juga more grow. Bukan saja untuk dia, tapi create more leader dalam industri. Silakan.
Betul, insyaAllah. Okey, saya untuk tu, sebelum saya mulakan, saya nak minta izin dulu untuk share slide. Boleh
Yap, sila.
Slide. Okey. Jadi saya harap semua pun dah nampak slide saya. So boleh nampak Hibiscus Sense. Ini yang saya nak kongsikan pada semua tentang Internet of Things. So basically kalau kita tengok Internet of Things ni kan, dia macam satu perkara yang tak adalah orang kata baru sangat. Kalau ikutkan tahun 2015 negara kita ada keluarkan National Roadmap untuk Internet of Things. Itu pada tahun 2015 lah. Yang mana tahun tu juga saya dan syarikat saya mula start buat training yang berkaitan dengan Internet of Things. So basically syarikat saya adalah syarikat 𝗏𝗡𝗏 Technologies 𝗧𝘀 dan saya adalah salah seorang daripada shareholder dalam syarikat, merupakan pengarah urusan dalam syarikat, yang mana syarikat kita seperti yang 𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗪 beritahu tadi, kita banyak fokus dalam IoT. Sebelum IoT, kita banyak fokus dalam embedded system. Jadi maknanya kita banyak develop solution yang berkaitan dengan embedded system, education dan juga automation. Jadi pada tahun 2013 kami mula buat kajian tentang IoT, dan pada tahun 2015 tu kita start buat training, service training yang berkaitan dengan IoT. Sebab apa yang kita boleh faham adalah teknologi ni, seperti yang kita nak faham, teknologi ni dia satu perkara yang orang kata, orang selalu cakap teknologi ni bila datang je Malaysia, orang Malaysia dia macam kurang mengambil apa orang kata teknologi sebagai satu kunci ekonomi yang baru. Kebiasaannya kita akan jadi orang kata observer, kita akan tengok je daripada jauh. So biasanya masyarakat yang maju, contohnya macam di Europe, dapat je teknologi, dia terus adapt teknologi tu. Macam kita lain sikit. Sebab itu kami punya pendekatan adalah bila kita dapat apa-apa saja teknologi yang daripada luar, pendekatan kami adalah training. Jadi daripada training ni, dia akan create satu awareness. Daripada mulanya training, dia akan create awareness dalam masyarakat. So maknanya masyarakat mula faham, mula tahu dan mula belajar apa kepentingan teknologi itu. Samalah juga dengan teknologi IoT ni. Sebab tu kita pada tahun 2015, kita tak start terus dengan servis menjalankan perkhidmatan orang kata penyediaan IoT dalam syarikat. Tak, kita buat training dulu. Sebab kita tahu daripada training dia akan mula create awareness untuk masyarakat. Bila masyarakat mula faham dan cakna tentang teknologi ni, barulah dia mula ada kesedaran untuk apply, untuk adapt dalam syarikat ataupun institusi dia. Yang mana kita dalam program Malaysia Productivity Corporation ni, adaptation kepada teknologi itu tujuan dia adalah untuk meningkatkan produktiviti, supaya yang macam Tuan 𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗪 beritahu tadi, bila produktiviti kita meningkat, insya-Allah daripada situ keuntungan kita pun akan mula meningkat. So bila keuntungan meningkat, shareholder akan happy, directors akan happy, pekerja pun akan happy daripada situ. Biasalah bila orang kata income tu orang kata dia bukan apa. Sebelum adaptation towards teknologi, bukanlah maksudnya tak ada peningkatan produktiviti. Cumanya produktiviti tu berlaku dengan sekata. Dia setara, dia biasa-biasa je. Bila kita adapt teknologi, teknologi membantu kita untuk mendapatkan data. Bila teknologi bantu kita dapatkan data, daripada situ kita nampak, oh, wujud gap rupanya dekat dalam setiap proses-proses kita. So daripada situ barulah kita dah jumpa gap, kita study gap tu, kemudian kita adaptasi dengan guna pakai teknologi untuk membantu lohong-lohong ataupun lubang-lubang dalam proses tu. Maka dari situ kita nampak kita punya produktiviti mula meningkat. Bila produktiviti meningkat, keuntungan pun, orang kata dia bukanlah maksudnya pasang teknologi teruntung. Maksudnya bila kita adaptasi teknologi dekat tempat kita, kita boleh nampak bahawa waste. Maknanya bila kita sebut waste, pembaziran yang berlaku dalam proses sebelum ni dikurangkan oleh teknologi. Sebab itu kita nampak sekarang ni betapa pentingnya teknologi tu perlu digabungkan dengan pendidikan supaya masyarakat tu lebih celik dan faham, barulah masyarakat akan adaptasi. Cumanya bila bermula pada tahun 2015 tu tuan-puan, kami bermula dengan penggunaan kit. Kita ada kit IoT. Yang mana bila sebut je IoT ni, dia memang satu teknologi, orang pun tahu. Kalau katakan contoh macam 𝗔𝗿𝗂𝗪 bagi tahu tadi, contohnya macam kalau kat rumah kita, switch lampu kat rumah tu, kalau sebelum ni kita kawal lampu tu secara manual, kali ni kita akan kawal dia guna pakai smartphone. Maknanya lampu kita yang kat rumah tu bukan bersambung pada switch, tapi dah bersambung secara internet. Bila bersambung secara internet, kita boleh buat kawalan daripada jauh. Tu contohnya. Jadi kita keluarkanlah satu kit, yang mana kit ni kita guna pakai untuk pembelajaran IoT. Kita nak pandaikan masyarakat, kita nak merakyatkan lagi teknologi kepada orang ramai. Tetapi apa yang kita belajar dan faham adalah kita nampak, oh, penggunaan kit tertentu.
Wording tu beautiful lah, merakyatkan teknologi.
Merakyatkan teknologi. Itulah.
User friendly lah kan.
Sebab saya pun
user friendly, orang boleh adapt, orang apply, believe dalam konsep tu.
Kita nak
merakyatkan teknologi, I learn new thing.
Dia bukan apa, sebab saya pun tak tahu juga kita punya audience ni level background dia macam mana. Jadi sekarang ni saya guna pakai bahasa yang layman lah, bahasa layman supaya
right. Dia apa pun ialah always macam layman is really important. Pasalnya dia resonate semua orang. Even you macam pergi kepada high strategic thinker ataupun you macam lower tactical punya application. So semua boleh faham. Alright.
So that's why saya banyak sebut bahasa-bahasa yang mudah faham lah. Rather than within kita dalam engineering, kalau kita sebut engineering banyak sangat, dia tak sampai objektif nak merakyatkan teknologi.
Ya, jargon tu akan jadi satu limitation. Apa yang dia cakap ni?
Dia some of the people akan pandai, some of the people akan
So to be fair, kita guna bahasa rakyat untuk semua.
Yeah, right. Yelah, kita bakal ada PNU kan. So rakyat is the most important thing right now. Okay, baik. Saya teruskan. So basically syarikat kami ni, kita sejak daripada tahun 2015 tu, since kita dah start buat training, so kita nampak daripada situ ramai dah orang aware tentang IoT dan sebagainya. So that's where kita start our milestone into becoming a consultancy company. Daripada situ kita pun ada juga baru kita start buat services di dalam IoT. Baru kita start buat services dalam IR 4.0 R&D and system integration. So sampailah kepada hari ni sekarang ni. So basically bila kita sebut IoT, saya rasa semua orang pun dah cakna dan tahu negara kita ni sebenarnya bila sebut revolusi industri, feel free to use English language. Oh, okay. Alright. No worries for English man. I also talk in English as well. Okay, basically in Malaysia, when we talk about digital transformation, when we talk about Industrial Revolution 4, it's not something like new to Malaysia. Even in Malaysia, we know that nowadays we already have our dasar in revolusi industri keempat. So previously we only have a rational roadmap, and then we have the framework, and nowadays we have the dasar for revolusi industry 4, Industrial Revolution 4. So basically when we talk about Industrial Revolution 4, it is actually an innovation technology, a lot of innovation technology that come up from the computing technology, Industry 3.3.0. So that's where World Economic Forum combining a lot of innovation technologies, for example, augmented reality, additive manufacturing, cyber security, simulation. This is all the terms, this is all the hot terms by the World Economic Forum, and then it says the technology is basically combined, and then we call it as an Industrial Revolution 4 or 4th Industrial Revolution. And then in 2019, during Tun Dr. Mohamad, 2019, during Dr. Mohamad as a Prime Minister in Malaysia, he launched Industry Forward. Okay, he launched Industry Forward, where it is added into Malaysia framework, the Industrial Revolution 4 added into Malaysia framework. So basically, we added another 2 technologies, which is number 1 is artificial intelligence as well as advanced materials. So this is basically in Industry Forward. But then when we have our dasar IR4 in Malaysia, as what we can see from there, blockchain coming in, and a lot of technology are coming in and becoming as a whole into one word, Industrial Revolution 4.0. And then what we are going to focus on for today, for this webinar, is basically Internet of Things. This is what we're going to talk. This is what we are going to talk about.
Sebenarnya banyak kalau based on dasar blueprint negara tu sebenarnya banyak. So kita nak specialize ataupun spesifik dalam IoT lah.
Yes, betul. Kita nak specialize kepada IoT saja. So kalau kita sebut revolusi industri keempat dia sangat banyak. So kita fokus satu perkara sahaja.
Right. It's really huge punya definitions, but we want to focus one thing, particularly in very specific Internet of Things.
And then actually IoT is the key starting point for IR 4.0, because when we talk about IR 4.0, it is a technology based, which is a data driven economy. So it's a data driven economy. When we talk about data, IoT is one of the technology that can help us, that can help everyone to actually collect the data real time. So this is the most important component actually, because when we talk about productivity, we need to have some data to actually analyze the data. And then if you want to analyze data, you have to collect a lot of data from the floor, from the production floor, for example. And then from there, from the production floor, you gather all the information, you capture all the data using IoT technology to actually fasten and then help you to fasten the way on how to actually to collect the data, to do the analytics. And then you find the gap, and then from finding the gap, you do the analytics, and so on until increasing the productivity. So when we talk about IoT, it's all about connecting. We are not talking about just connecting the machine and the data, but today we are talking about connecting peoples to data as well as the machine across industry. So it's what we can see here. Previously, it's not like we don't have the data, but when you want to collect the data, you have to collect them manually. Okay, a normal processes to collect the data. You have some papers, and then the papers will have some KPI there. Okay, what data you have to collect, what data you have to write down on the paper, and then once you write down the data on the paper, you have to go to the Microsoft Excel, and then you key in manually. So everything, every process is manual. With IoT, the technology will help you to connect the data directly to the people who actually make decision.
And as mentioned by Arifin also in the earlier webinar, he mentioned that we want to eliminate waste. This is how also one of the way to eliminate waste, thus increase productivities and reduce costs. All right, awesome.
Yeah, right. Because it's not like, manual processes not giving some, it giving you some profit, but the profit is not optimal, because there are a lot of time incurring there to take paper, to take pens, and then paper how many ringgit, pen how many ringgit, not talking about the pen is missing, the paper is missing. So a lot of wasting there. So we talk about IoT that helps you connect here and there on the data, and then we can actually analyze the data in real time. So do you know when we talk about data, do you know that the project of IoT began in 1982? It begins in 1982. This is some kind of a great story. At that time, we not even call internet as internet. At that time, we call internet as ARPANET. But then this technology, what student did at the vending machine, they didn't want to waste their time to actually go to the vending machine. And then when they go to the vending machine, they are very thirsty. They are very thirsty, and then they are very in need the taste of the Coca-Cola. But then when they go to the machine, for example, like they already walk from the room to the vending machine is about 20 minutes, for example. And then when they walk, they arrive there, the Coca-Cola is out of stock. So what you feel when you are thirsty, you're becoming demotivated because the Coca-Cola is out of stock. So what the student did is actually, the moment they want to go to the vending machine, they will do some email. They will email to the vending machine if the stock is available. So that is how internet connected happened in 1992. And then in 1999, Kevin Ashton, the father of IoT, coined the terms Internet of Things. It was back in 1910. So as you can see, IoT is not some technology that is new. Okay, it is not a new technology. It has been there since 1980, and then the terms of Internet of Things has been coined in 1999. And then I am here to actually merakyatkan this IoT to all of us to understand that this technology can actually help us in increasing our productivity. So again, when we talk about IoT, why IoT is the most important component, that why IoT is the most important technology today that you need to adapt, is because we don't want to become a people that when we want to make a decision, we always assume. We don't want to do that anymore. The moment in meetings, for example, in decision making, most of the decision are making towards assumption. So we didn't know what happened on the floor, and then we directly making assumption, and then we make decision. So when we make a false decision, then the result will be false, and then if the result will become a false, so then you can see that there will be a lot of waste going in there. So IoT will help you to actually collect the data real time using the sensors and whatnot. So basically, in our journey of Internet of Things, this is what I'm going to share you our journey Internet of Things. Since 2015, as far as you know right now, we have been doing training. We have been doing training, merakyatkan IoT to the peoples of the Malaysian. And then from what we can see there, we're coming up with the kit, with an affordable kit for the people to actually kickstart the IoT project. But then from our experience, back then, we have a lot of engineers, researchers going to our company, and then we did the training for them. But then since 2019, we can see that not just the people of engineers as well as researchers need to know about IoT. We can say right now, a lot of people, all level, need to understand and know what is IoT. So from there, we develop a kit. So this is the kit. So what you can see here, this kit is actually too engineering. This kit is actually too engineering. When it is too engineering, people like on the management side, so for example, like human resources wants to know about IoT, could be the financial management wants to know about IoT, because financial management, gonna decide for the budget for the IoT, but didn't understand about IoT. So if we were to propose them about this kit, they will be shocked, they will be afraid to learn about IoT. So this is our experience, okay? And then from there, so we can see among the people, only the people that are in technical field can learn about IoT. But then we are still not, kita masih lagi tak rasa puas hati sebab tak semua orang lagi faham tentang IoT. So what we did, but then we keep continuing doing the training for the peoples. And then one day, in 2020, I met Professor 𝗂𝗶𝗶𝗵𝗁. I think peoples in MPC know him very well. So he's actually an expert in Industrial Revolution 4. He gives talks, an expert consultant about Industrial Revolution 4. A lot of Malaysian agency, government agencies in Malaysia, as well as SME management level. So he talks about technology to all of the management level and up. So once I met him, he told me that, okay, we can make some collaboration. you can make some collaboration. So from there, you take a look at my kit. You take a look at my kit. Oh, Arifin, your kit is good, but your kit is too technical. Your kit is too technical. If we were gonna bring knowledge of IoT to the people's management level, they gonna run away. So they're gonna afraid to learn about IoT. So from there, we try to have a discuss sometime, and then at this time around, this is basically during pandemic. Okay, as far as you know, this is actually during pandemic. 2020 we met, and then 2021 we start developing a new development board. We start develop a new kit to actually embarking to actually distributing the knowledge to the people. So this kit is much more easier. This kit is much more easier, where you don't have to put all the wires. You don't have to put all the wires into the sensors, into the actuators. It's all there. The sensors is all there. And then this kit, this particular kit is a very small kit. It's a very small kit. This is a very small kit, and it is able to actually acquire 13 sensors data. So it knows what is the altitude right now. It knows what is the atmospheric pressure right now. What is the humidity? What is the temperature? What is the accelerometer and gyrometer? What is the gesture and proximity? All the data into one board. So this board is becoming our new product. As becoming our new product, and then from there, so we can see now management level are able to learn about Internet of Things. So once the management level are able to learn about IoT, able to learn about Internet of Things, and then they understand what IoT is, and then they know how important it is, and then they make decision for their company to actually adapt IoT technology into their company. So basically, it's what we can see. Is what you can see here. It is the kit is very flexible, and then it can actually connect to any platform, to any IoT platform. For example, like mobile phone, you can actually gather all your information on a smartphone. So it's easier than before, rather than when you look at the kits that you have to use all the wires. So right now, management level can focus on collecting the data and can focus on data analytics, which is data analytics is the most important processes for you to actually find the gap in your process. What is the waste happening in your processes, and then to actually overcome the waste and becoming the profit for your company. So it's what you can see here. What we did is we lessened the programming, and then we helped people to learn about sensor and whatnot, and then to collect all the information. So now the data from the kit basically automatically updated to the Google Sheet. Okay, automatically updated to the Google Sheet. So once the data is automatically updated to Google Sheet, you don't have to do any papers. You don't have any papers to write down the data. You don't have any pens. Okay,
meaning is in real time they collect the data from the any environment ataupun apa yang you put in that environment. So
yeah,
you terus read it dalam you punya Excel, right?
Betul. Terus
and then the
dalam
Excel
Google
you
Sheet.
can do the analytics, right?
Yeah, right. And then from the Excel you can do analytics. You boleh cari, kita boleh cari apa gap dalam proses tu. So that means maknanya sekarang ni paperless, betul-betul paperless.
Right.
So that means right now no more worrying about the missing of the pens, no more worrying about the low stock of the papers. So the data from the machine or from the process floor directly to the Google Sheet. And then you don't worry about the missing data during key in of the data and whatnot. So it's saving a lot of times. Actually, it is saving a lot of time. When we talk about time in business, time is cost and time is money. So if we can save time, that means we save the cost. So when we save cost, that means profit is more on that.
And
So
also in this case, so we can look angle of the labor lah kan. So macam eventually you can also
right,
jimat labor. So labor can do more productivity things instead of the
right.
macam lower technical things, right? More
Yes,
on pada management, pada more
betul. Rather
high
than dia
productivity punya kitas, right?
right, rather than dia buat low value punya job, now dia dah buat high value punya job.
Higher value punya job. Yep.
So this is what actually IoT is. Apa yang kita nak merakyatkan teknologi tadi, nak bagi semua orang faham how this can help and how they can adapt in the technology in their company, and then how does this technology able to help increase their productivity. Itu yang kita nak sebenarnya daripada yalah all this session, training and whatnot. So bila kita, now we can see a lot of platform can directly sense the data and then do the analytics and then some control and whatnot. So this is all some of the example that some of the as a project that we did. Energy consumption, and then here is the training part of it. Arduino Uno, Raspberry Pi, as well as actually even if we afraid about the programming side, okay, about the technicality side, programming side, we share all the source code on the internet. We share all the source code on the GitHub so that the people is able to download for free, and then they can learn for free from there. Okay, this is what we did lah actually. So as you can see, this is our project with Professor Kamaruzzaman Jahidin. So what we did, we helped production company. This is a spoon. This is a plastic spoon company. They have this injection molding. So the previous process is basically they have to write down. They have to write down how many pieces that they produce on that day. So basically they have this KPI paper. They have to write down, and then once they write down, they have to go to the Microsoft Excel and then do some key in data and make some report. So what we did, we give them a Hibiscus sense to them, and then we attach it to the machine, and then from there directly real-time data go towards the analytic platform. So as you can see from there, every hour real-time updated. They know at 2 p.m. how many pieces already produces. They know it. They don't have to to actually look for papers. What is the data there? And then if there is any downtime, directly alert on the Telegram. So that's what we can see from here. From this kind of project, it helps the productivity of the company, as well as another company here. So from manual processes, as you can see here, so all the data is in manual. Now we put one Hibiscus sensor in here, so all the data is transformed into digital transformation. As we can see here, all the counting of the and how many production and number of days, how many operating time, how many. So from there, from one Hibiscus sense to help them transform into more brilliant kind of analytics that they can do, and actually to make decision making better rather than assume what is going to happen. So this is one of the example that we make on the agriculture. So
I have one question from the macam orang yang tak tahu apa teknologi lah. So basically this Hibiscus sense is a product that you macam promote and help businesses to ensure, enable them fully utilize IoT, right? So they can measure apa semua all those sensors, and you can connect them through Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and so on, right? So this is one thing that's and you said earlier, it's a brain that connect everything, right?
Yeah.
So saya punya soalan is more on that. Katalah let's say the apa tu sudut plastik punya company tadi. So macam mana how this Hibiscus punya brain connect pada that machine? Is another equipment ke ataupun apa yang diperlukan untuk company untuk collect data tu? Dia punya sensor tu macam mana connect? How it connect to the brain of the Hibiscus sense? Technically,
okay, so basically kalau kita tengok dekat sini on the Hibiscus sense itself, dia ada this sensor, proximity sensor. So dengan proximity sensor, and then dia connect to the brain, and then dia pergi ke internet lah. So basically from here kita akan kita tak directly attach to the machine. What we did, kita tak nak kacau dia punya main process. What we did is with additional process. The thing that I was
think about lah. I kata macam mana you sebab kita tak ada interfere apa yang sedia ada, right?
Yes,
So, kita
kita
macam
tak
just
interfere.
plug and play. It's a plug and play,
Yes,
ease of implementations, right? Okay.
betul.
Macam mana?
So kalau katakan contoh kita tak ganggu dia punya main process. Main process is still there. But then from there kita akan tengoklah, kita akan analyze so which part of the machine that kita boleh add on dia. Yang penting dia boleh bagi kita information yang valuable.
I see. So based on the mechanism Hibiscus punya lah, tak kira lah apa benda pun. So you set up the new parameter variable lah untuk input tu, right? So somehow can measure that machine yang sedia ada, tak perlu dikacau. So you ada some parameter variable untuk you get input, at least you boleh measure how things going on, right?
Yes, what is going on? Adakah dia downtime? Adakah dia
okay, got it.
Kalau kita, from my experience lah, in 2017 if I'm not mistaken, during the moment we start masuk dalam industri, and then a lot of industri kata jangan kacau dia punya machine main process. So what you did, you tambah, boleh tak? And then apa yang kita kata, it's boleh lah. So from there we learn up until today, and we implemented the same concept dekat semua machine pun. Even not only machine, into agriculture as well. So actually banyak, actually a lot of industry we going through to actually helps the people to actually adapt into IoT and then get the data real time and then help them to do the analytics in real time. So this is basically what happened in this is too technical, I think, but this is just sharing because this Hibiscus sense.
No, because why I was asking that question because maybe some of other people think that, okay, let's say I want to opt for and I want to choose Hibiscus sense as my IoT. So maybe they have some limitation, or maybe there's some objection about, or maybe it's going to ruin my current machine, or maybe it can affect my current machine, or maybe I need to pay more, get another external devices. So basically without touching atau without damaging atau without add value without any to add any device, kira tak kacau langsung. So you can just ease of implementation, plug and play je. Itu yang I terfikir tadi. So bagi for those businesses, dia memang macam Arifin juga cakap tadi, dia ada such experience yang most of the, machine kan mahal. Kau jangan buat hal dengan machine ni. Machine mahal. So it's cost
nak kacau kan.
Kacau. So you settle dia punya objection ataupun dia punya limitation dari segi situ lah. Alright, awesome.
So this is what Hibiscus Sense do lah. Kita tak directly integrate to the machine. We add on plug and play kind of sensors lah. This is just to share the development of the Hibiscus Sense because we design in Malaysia. We design it in Malaysia and then we manufacture it in China. So this is basically the end of the looks of the Hibiscus Sense. And currently the price is only 155 ringgit. It is available on our website 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 as well as available on Shopee. So for example, if you trying to understand and trying to learn about IoT and then you want to start IoT project, you can actually get it from this platform. And then if you have any question, regarding to kickstart the IoT project, you can actually contact me as well to know more about Internet of Things.
So macam mana nak contact tu?
Macam mana nak contact tu? Okay. Possible ke kita share nombor telefon dalam ruangan chat?
Yes. Because we have a different industry player here, individual and company, and so some stuff. And for those who not know about the MPC, so we are, practicing macam share kita punya network ataupun share kita collaboration with antara national level, industry player dan juga end user. So this is how you connect and enhance. So memang sangat-sangat membantu. Even Arifin, I nampak benda ni juga boleh encourage kita punya, kalau masa saya kecil-kecil dulu kita ada project science saja main-main masa kita kadang-kadang. This is one of the way, it's a serious thing. Somehow dia boleh encourage kids untuk explore, benda ni bertindak, benda ni respond. Dan dia kat teli future is data driven punya ekonomi. You really need data to find the gap and close the gap, eliminate waste, dan pasal increase your productivity and revenue, income you, sebab you boleh eliminate waste dan you do things more itu proven ways lah. So memang sangat penting untuk connect, sebab saya nampak pun satu lah, tengoklah 155 memang harga rakyat lah, bukan saja merakyatkan tapi harga rakyat. Okay, so
start kan dia nak mula.
Dia nak mula, at least they get to know, because the real things on at their hands. So dia tahu, dia make sense. Oh, benda ni move macam ni. Somehow ini akan macam you cakap tadi, satu ialah create awareness, nombor dua lah dia akan get creative. So bila dia get creative, dia tahu apa nak explore, dan dia can create better decision untuk dia. Okay, where should I go, which direction should I move. So mungkin benda ni juga boleh spark mindset ataupun creativity dari segi yang lain.
Cuba nak pecahkan sebenarnya antara benda kita cuba nak pecahkan dalam masyarakat, supaya dia tak risau dan takut teknologi ni. Kadang-kadang orang dia tengok teknologi, mesti benda-benda yang mahal-mahal, benda-benda yang berpuluh-puluh. So bila dia nak kickstart dengan that kind of cost, dia akan jadi sangat-sangat takut, mental block. So bila dah jadi macam tu, memang tak teradapt lah teknologi tu. So our hope is actually kita come up with this kind of product, so ramai orang yang boleh buat. Macam Tuan Zero beritahu tadi lah, once dia dah mula kickstart, dia dah mula nampak, dah mula get creative into it, dah hands on, and then dia tahu dah mana direction yang dia nak pergi, rather than dia tak start langsung. Itu yang kita cuba nak,
macam kita tengok macam mana engine automotive industry for the last dah lama lah, macam Japan ataupun kita tengok Europe. So budak-budak ni masa kecil pun dah bagi engine. Dah bagi engine kat dia, main engine dah. So dia ada sample kit engine dan sebagainya. So that's how they grow macam super punya engineer. So I believe with this I juga inspire Arifin and your company juga ialah you brought this up. It is very macam boleh kata disruptive untuk support itu enhance teknologi. Sebab we talking about mental block ataupun limitations dari segi mindset, di mana kita tak nak adapt sebab mahal, sebab complicated, sebab apa. Ini semua macam dah ke laut dah semua. Betul. Alright. So apa yang kita looking forward ialah kita nak sama-sama enhance apa yang kita ada. So at least kita spark dia punya awareness, dan at least dia tahu mana-mana hala tuju ataupun direction yang ada. Okay, kita ada soalan last, kita dah habis. So siapa yang nak hubungi ialah boleh hubungi Muhammad Arifin Zulkifli 017-787-5232, Arifin at @myduino. Sama dekat screen tu, myduino.com. Dan boleh hubungi beliau untuk satu ialah obviously ialah training, get education, ataupun how you can cooperate with company and Arifin himself. Okay, ada satu soalan. Jonathan, dua, sorry. Jonathan tanya lah,
satu lagi.
Platform yang support Excel je ke? Contohnya soalannya. Okay. Dan soalan lagi satu ialah maksudnya kena ada sensor ke? Itu.
Okay, soalan ini dalam English, jadi saya jawab English lah.
Jawab English lah. Saya Melayu kan. Okay, silakan.
Okay, that is a good question, Jonathan. That is a good question. Thank you for that question. Actually, Hibiscus is not only supporting Excel platform. It is actually support any platform that is open, to receive the data from other devices. So that means, as what I can show you just now, favorite platform, it can be ThinkSpeak, can be Blick, any platform that are able to connect with external data. So it can connect. So that means not just only Excel, but other services on the internet. So that's why I'm showing you even Telegram, we are able to connect, even WhatsApp, we are able to connect. So a lot of internet services that we are able to connect, as long as the internet services supports an external.
Dan bila kita looking forward pada this scenario in this software ataupun we call it programming punya arena. So kebanyakan semua dah API kan. So semua boleh connect API, antara satu sama lain.
That's the words sebenarnya. Two words je. Saya nak sebut API pun risau juga.
Takut pening. Kan? Jaga ni kan. Dia macam ada tukang translate. Tukang jaga. Tukang translate. Oi, kau cakap dengan ni, aku cakap dengan kau. Okay, kau faham tak? Somehow. Dia ada translator.
Okay. Right. So then kita pergi ke question kedua, meaning with additional. Okay. For the additional sensor, Hibiscus already have like 13 parameters of data. But then if you want to add another kind of data, because some processes are gonna have a different kind of data, we can actually integrate to the Hibiscus Sense. So that means it's a flexible connection between your sensors or your data to the Hibiscus Sense, and Hibiscus Sense to any internet connected services out there. Okay, that's all I think.
Alright, awesome. Thank you so much. Sangat appreciate untuk masa kita ni, dan kita dah pukul 4. Thank you so much guys. So, sangat appreciate you punya. So bagi tepukan untuk iaitu Arifin, teknologi Arifin, kita bagi tepukan guys. Alright, how many of you have learned a lot today? What are your biggest takeaway guys? What are your biggest takeaway? And the most important, how you implement this. Information is one thing, implementation is everything guys. It's merely information, pasal juga what you need to do, what your biggest takeaway, what's your action plan. Itu yang akan bring impact pada your productivity. Alright, so thank you so much. Kita akan jumpa lagi. Thank you so much Arifin for this evening session of education evening, dan how we implement, macam mana kita nak increase ataupun kita iaitu upgrade kita punya skill level pada another skill level. Alright, so thank you so much. Kita jumpa lagi. Sebelum tu saya nak sedikit remind you mengenai apa yang kita buat kat sini ataupun apa kita dah buat. So saya akan share sekarang guys. Yeah, technology does create change. Agree. So hari ni kita session bersama Embark to a great IoT project by using Hibiscus Sense. Lots of things. Saya suka sangat webinar ni. Why? Saya as a moderator, saya learn a lot. Dan siapa yang keep following, you akan learn a lot. So lots of information given out, lots of information kita heard. Bersama juga ialah kita akan create more new knowledge, lifelong punya learning, dan bersama juga dia akan increase kita punya awareness dan create better decisions sekaligus kita create better result. Okay, untuk pengetahuan you ialah saya nak ajak you still yet awareness punya konsep ataupun awareness punya move, itu saya nak you flash with Go Big with Digital Breakthrough Integrity Good. As the leader of my organization, I'm responsible for my organizations and understand that future lies with innovation and higher productivity for my company. To achieve this, I pledge to go big with digital, BIG, that is to lead the organization toward achieving breakthrough, uphold integrity with the implementation of the digital systems, and recognize that digital technology is the force that is good for all of us. Then please scan QR code to provide your feedback, or click link in the chat box how you feel, what you have learned, ataupun what your feedback on the adakah patut kita continue these webinars, or you another comments, ataupun you want to add some ideas. So please scan QR and provide your feedback, and follow us on social media, Facebook Digital Productivity Nexus, and YouTube Digital Productivity Nexus. And thank you guys. See you next week. Jumpa lagi. Thank you so much. Thank you Technology Arifin. Thank you MBC. Thank you Digital Productivity. Thank you semua. Hopefully see you on the next webinar guys. Jumpa lagi dan salam hormat.
Pembayaran tanpa tunai meningkatkan produktiviti perniagaan. Adakah anda seorang peniaga? Adakah perniagaan anda menerima pembayaran tanpa tunai? Tahukah anda, pembayaran tanpa tunai boleh meningkatkan produktiviti perniagaan sekaligus meningkatkan keuntungan anda. Pembayaran tanpa tunai dilakukan melalui transaksi perbankan atas talian, kad debit, kad kredit dan e-dompet. Ianya merupakan pilihan rakyat Malaysia masa kini. Ini kerana pembayaran boleh dibuat di mana-mana sahaja dengan selamat serta menjimatkan masa tanpa perlu mengeluarkan duit dari bank terlebih dahulu. Sistem pembayaran tanpa tunai ini memberi banyak faedah kepada peniaga. Akaun perniagaan anda akan diurus dengan lebih sistematik. Anda tidak perlu risau lagi untuk merekod transaksi perniagaan anda. Segalanya akan direkod dan anda hanya perlu menyemak melalui penyata perbankan anda. Ianya juga lebih efisien, kos efektif dan selamat kerana anda tidak perlu lagi membawa wang tunai atau pergi ke bank untuk mendeposit atau mengeluarkan wang. Bukankah ini dapat menjimatkan masa dan kos operasi perniagaan anda? Trend transaksi perniagaan atas talian meningkat dengan pesat menerusi platform e-dagang atau media sosial. Perniagaan beroperasi 24 jam sehari sepanjang tahun dan semakin ramai rakyat Malaysia yakin dengan sistem pembayaran tanpa tunai bagi transaksi pembelian atas talian. Ini adalah potensi besar kepada anda untuk mengembangkan perniagaan dan menggandakan keuntungan anda. Tapi jika anda masih dengan kaedah dan cara lama, pelanggan anda hanya terhad kepada mereka yang mengunjungi kedai anda sahaja. Jadi, apa yang anda tunggu lagi? Inilah masa terbaik untuk anda mulakan langkah pertama. Jom berniaga secara atas talian dan menerima pakai pembayaran tanpa tunai. Produktiviti perniagaan meningkat, keuntungan juga sudah pasti akan meningkat. Mesej ini dibawakan oleh Perbadanan Produktiviti Malaysia, MPC.